Port Charles is no stranger to tension, but the latest emotional storm forms right at the intersection of loyalty, ambition, and unexpected chemistry. As Trina Robinson and Jordan Ashford find themselves at odds, a new player, Sidwell Price, stirs the pot in ways no one expected. A fractured alliance. The morning sun barely filters through the clouded windows of the PCPD as Trina paces outside Jordan's office. Her hands tremble, not from fear, but from frustration. For weeks, she's felt the tight grip of anger around her heart, and today it's threatening to burst. Jordan, cool and composed as always, opens her office door. "Trina," she says carefully, "you asked to see me." Trina steps inside, her voice sharp but steady. "You didn't tell me everything about the investigation. Why?" Jordan exhales, bracing herself, "Because some details weren't confirmed." "But some details were, and you still left me in the dark." Trina's eyes flash with hurt. "You treat me like I'm a child who can't handle the truth. I'm not that girl anymore." Jordan's expression tightens ever so slightly. "I was protecting you." "No," Trina fires back. "You were shutting me out." The silence stretches. Jordan had expected pushback, but not this level of raw, honest fury. Trina has grown, stronger, more self-assured, and unafraid to challenge authority when the stakes involve her family and her future. Finally, Jordan folds her arms. "What exactly do you want from me?" "I want transparency," Trina says. "I want to know what I'm fighting for." Jordan nods slowly, realizing this isn't simply about a single decision. This is about trust. Fragile, easily damaged trust. But before the two can dig deeper, Jordan's phone buzzes with an urgent message. Her expression darkens. "We'll continue this," she says, brushing past Trina. Trina watches her leave, the knot in her chest only tightening. Whatever Jordan is rushing toward, it's clear Port Charles is about to hit another boiling point. Enter Sidwell Price. At the other end of town, Ava Jerome steps into the Port Charles gallery, half expecting quiet solitude. Instead, she finds a sharply dressed man standing in front of one of the new installations, a dazzling mosaic commissioned months ago. He's tall, confident, and carries the calmness of someone who's accustomed to commanding attention. "Beautiful piece," he says without turning around. Ava arches a brow. "And who might you be?" He finally faces her, offering a charming smile. "Sidwell Price, art investor, auction strategist, occasional troublemaker." Ava smirks. "That last part is usually my territory." "Then we'll get along just fine." As he strolls through the gallery, his gaze is discerning, not just appreciating the art but studying it with knowledge and passion. The more he speaks, the more Ava's interest sharpens. Men like Sidwell don't simply compliment, they strategize, they analyze, they seduce through intellect. "You've curated a collection that feels alive," he says softly. "Daring, unafraid." A spark of pride lights Ava's eyes. "Art should never apologize." He chuckles. "Neither should you." For a brief moment, the world narrows to just the two of them. Two people who understand the power of beauty, danger, and reinvention. And Sidwell seems to be studying her a bit too closely, as if mapping out vulnerabilities she doesn't show willingly. But Ava Jerome never shies away from a game. "So, Sidwell," she says, circling him like a dancer pivoting around a partner, "what brings you to Port Charles?" He tilts his head. "Opportunity." A chill, mixed with intrigue, runs down Ava's spine. Opportunity can mean a million things in a town like this, and not all of them good. Lines drawn. Trina storms into the gallery just as Ava finishes giving Sidwell a private tour. Her heartbeat is still erratic from her confrontation with Jordan, and Ava immediately notices. "Trina," Ava steps forward. "Sweetheart, what's wrong?" Trina shakes her head. "I'll tell you later, who's he?" Sidwell approaches with casual charm. "Sidwell Price, a pleasure." Trina narrows her eyes. Unlike Ava, she's not dazzled by charisma, especially not from strangers with impeccable timing. Ava glances between them, sensing the undercurrent. Sidwell is considering a partnership with the gallery. Trina crosses her arms. Already. Sidwell laughs lightly. I make decisions quickly. Ava shoots Trina a subtle look, a reminder that first impressions don't always tell the whole story. But Trina isn't convinced. I need to talk to you, she whispers to Ava. Privately. Ava gives Sidwell an apologetic smile. Give us a moment. Sidwell nods and wanders to the far end of the gallery, pretending to admire a sculpture, but clearly listening more than he appears. Trina leans in. Something off. Off, Ava repeats under her breath. I don't trust him. Ava exhales. Trina, he's an investor. He's too smooth, Trina insists. Too interested. And if you've taught me anything, it's that charm is a warning sign, not an invitation. Ava bites back a grin. You're not wrong. But Trina's seriousness doesn't waver. Just be careful with him, please. Ava reaches out and squeezes her hand. Always. Jordan's breaking point. Across town, Jordan briefs her team on a suspicious series of transactions linked to a shell company, one recently connected to none other than Sidwell Price. She stares at the screen, her blood running cold. The last thing she needs is a new wildcard in Port Charles, and certainly not one inserting himself into Ava Jerome's orbit. Jordan mutters under her breath, What are you really doing here, Sidwell? She knows one thing for certain. Trina was right to trust her instincts, and Jordan was wrong to underestimate her. Which means tomorrow's conversation with Trina won't be about conflict, it will be about partnership. A triangle of tension. As night falls, Sidwell returns to the gallery under the pretense of finalizing business. But Ava sees something else in his eyes, a mix of curiosity, hunger, and calculation. She leads him to the door. We'll talk tomorrow. Looking forward to it, he says. But as the door clicks shut, Trina emerges from the back office, brows furrowed. He's hiding something, she murmurs. Ava nods slowly. I know. And Jordan, rushing toward the gallery with new information, is about to confirm just how dangerous Sidwell might be. Conclusion. In the days ahead, alliances will shift, secrets will surface, and the fragile trust between Trina and Jordan will be tested like never before. Sidwell Price may be charming, but Port Charles has never been kind to charming men with ulterior motives. And Ava Jerome. She's about to find herself drawn into a game where beauty is currency, loyalty is fragile, and danger wears a spotless suit.